if you want to see how I got this awesome, luscious hair, keep watching. Hey everybody, Swandzz here, and today we have a super fun hair project. Now I know this is an art forward channel, but is hair not art? Let us stop to ponder. Is hair art? I think so. So you guys know, if you've watched my channel for a while, that I'm always doing things with my hair. I'm the type of person who like craves just change and self-expression. Now the reason why I don't have a bunch of tattoos and piercings is because I don't like pain and I'm a wuss. So I do things that don't hurt, which is play with my hair. I don't have fear of my hair falling out because, as you know, I have shaved my head before. Your sister will shave her head at the drop of a hat, so I'm not really worried about damaging it. Hair grows back. With that being said, sometimes I miss having long hair, and one of my favorite hairstyles is to have the top of my hair grown out and like the side of it shaved. And typically when I grow my hair out, that's what I do. I will shave the side. Usually I leave my sideburn too because I think I'm really punk rock. And so I decided to try tape-in hair extensions. I've done clip-in hair extensions. I've even done glue-in hair extensions. And as far as I know, tape-ins are similar to glue-ins, but like a million times better in terms of how long they last, how natural they look. But I've actually done a full head of glue-in extensions before, and I will put up a picture so you guys can see. They looked fine, they just didn't last very long. And I watched a bunch of tutorials on how to put in tape-in extensions, how to care for tape-in extensions. Obviously, I might make some mistakes throughout this video. I'm not perfect. Surprising, I know. I'm going to be bleaching the bottom of these and dyeing them an aqua color, and so they'll blend in with the black of my hair. So I have two packages, which I think will be enough for me because I'm only doing the top of my head. I spent $60 on both packages of hair. That's a single piece. There was 20 pieces in each package. I got one that was 18 inches and I got one that was 14 inches. The reason why I did that is because I want to be able to blend the length a little bit better. Suya is the brand, I think that's how you say that. I got them from Amazon. It says like the drier your hair is, the better the tape will bond, which is gonna be a problem for me because y'all don't want to see my hair when it's dry. It's as damaged as you would imagine it to be. Actually, maybe slightly less damaged than you might imagine it to be, but still pretty damaged. So I keep it heavily moisturized to make it look like hair. This is not a tutorial by any means. I just thought this was a really fun hair project, and the before and after will be striking, I hope, and so I wanted to share it with you guys. As you know, on this channel I just like sharing things that I'm interested in and things that I do. If you go to a salon and have it done, it's like anywhere from $300 to $600 depending on the salon and whether or not they supply the hair already or you have to buy it extra, like separate from the installation price. It's very expensive. So if it's something that you can do yourself, then you'll save a lot of money. All right, let's get started. So I've got my bleach mixed up right here, and basically that's just one packet of bleach with 2 ounces of 40 volume developer. And we're just going to kind of slather this on the ends of my hair extensions, and while those are bleaching out, that's when I'll dye my hair black. So we're just gonna take the instructions and just shove them in the box where they belong. We are seasoned. We don't need instructions, okay? Get it? Face Ventura hair. How do I get hair behind my stomach? My push just sticks out so far, I can't help but get stuff on it. I'd like to preface this again by saying I really, really hope nobody's using this as an educational tool. As you can see, I just wing it, man. That's my whole life. Wow, Sarah, is that really your whole life? That's fucked. And as you saw in the beginning, I didn't even use the instructions, okay? I threw them away. I don't know that I'm supposed to vigorously massage it into my scalp, but that's what I'm doing, okay? Alright, I see, like, you probably are seeing what's happening on my forehead. That's just because, like, I'll explain that. That's because I didn't try not to get it on my forehead. So the only thing you have to do to, like, avoid that is to, one, try to maybe use some petroleum jelly or something. But for me, that's part of my look. Against my better judgment, I went ahead and did as I was directed and shampooed my hair without freaking conditioning it. And as you can see, it looks wonderful. So I look like an early 90s boy band dude. I should be like, bye, 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 you really wanna make it go. I really wanna do that. So I am done with the flat ironing of my hair. I've taken my extensions out of their little cocoons of bleach, and I do not think they're going to lift any further than this, which I didn't get much out of them, honestly. They're like this reddish color, but I do think that will cover somewhat, so it'll be like a more of a midnight blue instead of like a shocking aqua like I wanted. But I did bleach them 3 times and they are starting to damage, and so I don't want to continue to bleach them. Whatever dye they use to dye these black is serious business, because I've bleached black out of my hair I don't know how many times in my life. I've gone from like black to platinum. Whatever dye they use to bleach to dye these extensions is really in there. But so I'm going to move on to the process of dyeing them. And I am going to try to still do an ombre just to see how it turns out. But I might have to just dye them, because I have a dark blue. I might just have to cover it with dark blue and have it just be a black to dark blue ombre. But we're going to see what we can get out of them. I just wanted to update you guys on that part. Okay everybody, it's the moment of reckoning. We're going to get started. I'm going to separate my 14 inchers from my 18 inchers so that I don't get confused. So I'm going to start on the bottom, and like I said, I want to add it to the top of my head. But what I think I'm going to do, hear me out, I think I'm going to put them mostly in here. I don't want to add too many in the actual top part of my hair, because it kind of needs to be there to like blend them all together. And even though I have not done tape in extensions before, I have done, like I said, glue in extensions, and I have used clip in extensions. And so I'm basically just gonna do the same thing that I did when I did those, but I'm going to brick lay them like I have seen in so many tutorials. And also, speaking of tutorials, I will link to the ones that I used that I found most helpful, okay? So we're just gonna get started. Oh, this is much more difficult now that my scalp is kind of black. That's why you don't massage it into your scalp, folks. That's why. Oh my god, that is a freaking look. Cock-a-doodle who? Me. So now I'm just gonna take some of this hair. You're supposed to take a piece that's as thin as the extensions themselves, because if you put too much, if you take too much hair, they'll be too thick to stick together. Now, the first con is that my arms are already tired. I imagine this is much easier to do on someone else rather than on yourself, but it's still totally doable, I think. Okay, so I can already see how this is definitely something that I'll get better at the more of them I do. It's also hard when you can hardly see the back of your head. People who do this stuff are crazy. How did I do all those glue and extensions? I don't know, Sarah. Your hair was even shorter. I don't know. I'm just rusty. Oh. Alright, so this part is definitely harder. So you want it to lay down flat. Okay, that worked out. All you like people who are like really particular and good at what you do, don't come for me, please. I'm just trying to live my best life. Okay, what's crazy is how immediately well it blends in with the rest of my hair. Like honestly, and my hair is short. I mean, the reason why it blends in so well is because you're sandwiching your hair in between it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, with clip-ins or like glue-ins, it's like you're laying your hair on top of it, and so when you flip it, it's like you still see it dangling down or whatever, but because it's sandwiching the piece, it like blends in a crazy amount better. The part so far that I think I'm gonna have the most trouble getting a hang of is placing the first piece underneath. It's like such an awkward situation. Well, that's a situation. Because at this point my hair is like, I don't understand what you're doing to me. I don't want to be here. So what I have learned from doing this for a few minutes is that it's kind of a lot easier to just do it and not look. And I don't know if that's like, I mean obviously look a little bit. I figured out those first couple sandwiches I did, I did the bottoms in the wrong direction. Like I folded the hair this way to put the bottom on, and that makes it kind of stick up a little bit, so I had to really smush those ones down. I learned my lesson. You want to go like in the direction your hair is gonna lay. Definitely a learning experience, but honestly so far it's crazy. And then I might get my friend to help me with the back. I say my friend as if you guys don't know I'm talking about Robert, but I might get Robert to help me with the back, because I think I'm gonna put some like, I might do it like up to behind my ear, I'm not sure. It honestly all just matters on where the length of my hair lays, because as you know, only the top part of my hair has any length to it. The sides are all very short, so it's like, I can't just go sticking them in the sides, you'll completely see it. So I have to go by where the length of my hair falls as to where I can stick them. All I accomplished when bleaching these was damaging them. Let's use this motherfucker. How about we use this ratty bitch? It's alright, we'll just comb you out. You'll be fine. If it's something you can manage to do by yourself, you know, totally go for it. Of course, like, I would never encourage you to do something you're not comfortable doing. Like, if you just absolutely know you're gonna fuck it up, fine. Like, I won't pressure you into it. But the cool thing about doing it yourself is that, obviously, because you save so much money, there's a lot less pressure if you fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been watching Trailer Park Boys, know what I'm saying? Sorry. If you don't watch that, then that was just dumb, so. I mean, it was probably dumb either way. Maybe, you know, instead of like doing it yourself, maybe you get a friend who's more confident in installing them, so even, you know, that way you're still gonna save yourself a lot of money. I'm talking like this is like some type of educational situation or educational channel. Please, don't let me fool you. I have no idea what I'm talking about most of the time. What? How and when? There's a knot in here. Knot? Who hurt you? Who made you this way, knot? Okay. See, that's all it took. It just took some desire to understand, and then the knot was like, you're right. What? You're back? Oh my god, my desire to understand him did not keep him at bay. He came back. He's still hurt. He figured out what hurt him, and then it made him even more angry. No, okay, we're good now. He figured it out. Look, see? He figured it out. Okay, so back in the bathroom, as you can see, I finished putting in the extensions. I'll give you a little 360 so that you can see what the back looks like, what the front looks like. I did get help from Robert putting in the two back here. I watched in the mirror and guided him. He was very nervous, but he did a great job. Now I'm actually just gonna go in and add some layers. So, have you seen Us? It's a great movie. I just saw it the other day. You should go see it. If you like horror movies, actually no. If you just like good movies in general, like it's a good movie. You should see it. It's pretty scary. Also, I'm going to touch up my shaved side since I did dye it. I'm going to touch up my shaved lines. And then we'll be back and I will share the final product with you. And here you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I've got hair. I'm sorry, I'm an airplane, right? I mean, what else is that? That's an airplane. So as you can see, I gave it a light curling. You can really hardly at all see the blue, which is crazy because I literally dyed my hair with this blue recently, which you saw at the beginning of this video. The roots were blue and it was like very blue, and I put it on here and it became black. I don't know. So I would say overall, I mean, this has been a great experience. I will definitely at some point in a future video just mention to you how the extensions are holding up and then let you know if there's any other pros and cons that I've thought of along the way. That was nearly an Irish accent and then nearly something else, and so now I'm just gonna lean headstrong into the Irish accent. Top of the morning. Sorry. Let me just give you a hair tour. After all that whipping around, it might be out of place, but I think it's in place. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. I hope that you found it entertaining and maybe you found it somewhat educational, but even more than that, maybe you found it inspiring and motivating so that you can go out and do some dope shit to your dope head. I love you guys very much and I will catch you in the next video. Bye! Okay, you can click all my little buttons. You can click my subscribe circle or the video or playlist that's listed below. You will also find a link to my Patreon where you can help support me for as little as $1 a month. Love you, bye!